Hello, welcome to Chicken Soup story number 11 with the story called Hard Work Pays Off. You'll want to tune into this story because at the end I'll reveal the famous person who wrote this story. The quote that starts it says, "The road to happiness lies in two simple principles. First, find out what it is that interests you and that you can do well. And when you find it, put your whole soul into it, every bit of energy, ambition, and natural ability that you have." As a young boy, I grew up with my 8 siblings in a tin roof shack in Summerfield, Louisiana. I didn't see my circumstance as an obstacle, even though we didn't even have a toilet in the house. I saw my life more as a card that had been dealt to me, and I tried to make the most of it. I was the youngest of 5 boys and had 4 sisters who had to pull together to take care of each other. Dad wasn't around, so I never really knew him very well. He committed suicide when I was 3 years old, leaving Mom with the job of raising and providing for 9 kids. She worked at a sawmill running a forklift for $50 a week and had another job at a poultry plant. She was a very hard worker, and in order to make ends meet, she hardly ever rested. My mom believed in doing all that she could to take care of her responsibilities, so no matter what, she never asked for a handout. You can imagine we kids didn't always get what we wanted, but we always got the things that we needed. With my mom as an example, I learned that hard work is the best way to get what you want. While growing up, I was surrounded with temptations to do negative things like drugs and alcohol and all of that. I chose not to go there. Even as a little boy, I knew I was going to be successful. Some people take that to be cocky or conceited, but I wasn't going to let anybody tell me that I couldn't do whatever I set out to do. Of course, I dreamed about what I wanted to be when I grew up. At first, I wanted to be a state trooper. Then I wanted to be on the special forces. After a while, I decided I wanted to drive 18-wheelers. There was even a time period when I wanted to be in construction. I wanted to play football in high school, and in fact, I still do. But regardless of what I chose, I wanted to make my brothers, sisters, and mom proud of me. Not only by being successful in what I chose to do, but also as a person who could be looked up to for the right reasons. Surprising as it might seem, basketball wasn't always in my plans. One day, my mom cut a rim off an old water barrel and held it up for me to throw an old rubber ball through. By junior high, I started playing basketball on a team. I loved to compete. There was a positive high I got by going out and playing against other people and working hard to win. For me, it paid off. I just let my success in basketball take its course, but I always put the effort in every day. No matter what I've done, some people would wait for my downfall saying, "Carl can't do it." Instead of letting people like that get to me, they actually motivated me. And I continue to prove them wrong every single day. I try to do the best job I can in a positive way, both on and off the court. I realize that no matter what I'm dealing with, there is always somebody out there that has it a little bit worse off. I've been there. And I know that without continued hard work, I could be there again. I'm grateful for the life I've enjoyed as a basketball star. But when I see these shirts that say, "Basketball is life," I think, yeah, right, it's not life. It can be exciting, but the important thing about basketball is that it gives me a way to do good things for others as I move through this journey called life. Success is really about choosing right from wrong, making a positive contribution to the world around you, and valuing the things that are really important, like family and friends. While everyone else was looking to popular athletes, actors, musicians as their positive role models, my mom was my inspiration, and she continues to be all these years later. She taught me that hard work never killed anybody. My mom is my hero. She, my family, and friends bring me way more joy than anything else in life does. At the end of my life, I don't want to remembered as the kind of person that just sat on his rear end and said, "Hey, I've made it." I don't ever want to have to say that I didn't give it everything that I've got. Sure, there are days that I don't feel like working hard, but I do it anyway because that's just who I am. And that famous basketball player was Karl Malone. Good night.